All my life, I have endeavoured to serve both my house and the realm. And somehow none of it matters. We are cast aside. Or hated.
If Rhaenyra comes into power, your very life could be forfeit. Aemon's as well. She could move to cut off any challenge to her succession.
The time is coming, Alicent. Either you prepare Aegon to rule, or you cleave to Rhaenyra and pray for her mercy.
Then I won't.
You are the challenge! You are the challenge, Aegon! Simply by living and breathing!
There's to be a funeral for Jaehaerys. We've been asked to ride on a wagon behind his body.
I don't want to.
Neither do I. But when a thing like this happens, a blow to the king is a blow to the realm. When the people share our grief, they draw closer to us.
But I don't want them closer. I don't know them.
Sometimes we have to pretend.
Why?
We are representatives of the throne. We have a duty.
The child.
The child is dead. His pain is ended. But what you've done to Micah... Helena, what you saw last night when you came to my room...
This is for my boy.
Now it is the good of the family that we both desire. Whatever our differences, our hearts remain as one.
Our hearts were never one. I see that now. Rather, I've been at peace that you moved about the board.
If that is true, then I made you Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. Would you have desired it otherwise?
How could I know? I wanted whatever you impressed upon me to want. And now the debt comes due. The debt you are happy enough to pay.
A sacrifice. A sacrifice made for the stability of the realm. No king has ever lived that hasn't had to forfeit the lives of a few to protect the many, though I understand your squeamishness.
Reluctance to murder is not a weakness.
My dear wife,
He is your son, Viserys. Your blood.
Do not allow your temper to guide your judgment.
Sir Eric knows Aegon he has the advantage. I trust again to you, Sir Criston, and to your loyalty. Aegon must be found and he must be brought to me. The very fate of the Seven Kingdoms depends on it. Everything you feel for me as your queen.
I will not fail you.
Why have you come here?
Aemon will soon fly to join Cole in the Riverlands. When he's gone, Helena as queen will be the crown's authority. If you come then to King's Landing, I will see to it that our guards throw down their arms. We will open the gates. We will shed no blood. You will enter as a conqueror. Already you have the stronger hand. Once you take the throne, this senseless war must end. He's broken beyond recognition. He lies in the dark in pain and terror. He has many faults, but He still heeds his mother. I believe I can prevail upon him to bend the knee.
No, still. You defend him. Still you imagine you can have all you want without paying too high a price. A price I have no choice
What I
but
want
to pay.
is to set things right.
If I am to take the throne, I must put an end to the opposition. I must take Aegon's head. And I have to do it for all to see. You know this. However you may try to evade it, you know this.
This council must rediscover the discipline it lately had if it's to be of any use.
The Riverlands are the key to the wall. Harrenhal is the key to the Riverlands. I will ride out with those I can muster here, men I know, men I've trained.
You need time to raise the numbers to challenge the Rivermen.
Speed is my ally.
So like to be destroyed by the first stronghold you meet. A bold scheme indeed.
Well, the gods favour the bold.
They did not favour Sir Eric.
What of Rhaenyra? You plan to kill them. And all here accede to this.
Your father is correct, Your Grace. A living challenger invites battle and bloodshed.
It is unsavory, yes. But a sacrifice we must make to secure Aegon's succession. And then there is Daemon to consider. The king wouldn't wish for any
But the king did not wish for the murder of his daughter. He loved her. I will not have you deny this.
And yet...
One more word and I will have you removed from this chamber and sent to the wall.
Surmise the tour did not go well?
I endured it for as long as I could.
Have every young knight and lord in the Seven Kingdoms fawning over you. What misery.
Why have you come here?
Because I lost my way. Or rather, it was taken from me. All those I put my faith in, my husband, my father, my mother, my son.
The incorruptible queen sullies herself with a lover.
Do not judge me for what you yourself have done. Your father died, I took comfort with another. We too have desires.
Yes, but you alone made virtue your banner.
And I clung to it. In defiance of you, I think, who so disdained it. I have been alone. I walked outside the walls of the city and I felt a weight lifted from me.
How lovely for you.
I thought for the first time what I would choose. If not for the duty I put before all else.
Shall you cast your son down and rule alone?
No, I do not wish to rule, I wish to live. To be free of all this endless plotting and striving. The crown will pursue war and victory at every cost. But as for me,
Those men and boys don't fawn over me. They only want my name and my Valyrian blood for their offspring.
I think it's rather romantic.
How romantic it must be to get imprisoned in a castle and me to squeeze out to heirs.
Choose. Will you shrink from what you set out to do, or will you see it through and make your sacrifice?
I like to believe I'm still the Lady Alicent, but what anyone sees when they look at me now is the Queen.
I've missed you too.
A son for a son. You're much changed.
let us be done with this. Please.
And what do I do with you now?
You let me go to do what I promised. And you fly to the Red Keep in 3 days' time and you take your throne. Or you take me for a liar. I have neither weapon nor armor. My life itself is forfeit. I cast myself on the mercy of a friend who once loved me.
History will paint you a villain. Cold queen. Grasping for power and then defeated.
Let them think what they must. I am at last myself. With no ambition greater than to walk where I please and to breathe the open air. to die unremarked and unnoticed. And be free.
You speak as if from a distant dream.
I wondered if you've heard from Father. I've sent ravens to Highgarden and Old Town, but have had no reply.
I've had nothing. But neither have I sent any message. If he wrote letters, it would be to you. You were always his favorite.
Strange there has been no word.
Otto Hightower is ever resourceful. He will send news when there is news to send.
My son Daron. What's he like?
Does he not write to you?
Less and less these days.
10 and 6 now. Letters perhaps hold less of his interest. He's stalwart. Clever. As adept with his lute as he is with his sword. And a feature in the fancies of many a young lady, I'll wager. He's kind.
That's good. Kindness is a quality I found lacking in his brothers.
You did well to send him to war. Yes, it seems the Red Keep, for all its privileges, may in fact be a less than salubrious environment for the former young men.
Was it the court? Was it their mother?
I'm sure you did your best.
The head is uncertain, but the end is clear. Aegon will be king.
Were you with your uncle?
Oh, I haven't seen him in years. He took me into the city for some fun.
Tell me the whole of it, Rhaenyra.
Your father accused me of something. Was I drank wine, left the castle after dark.
That you fucked Damon in a pleasure house.
It passes judgment on all who pass beneath its gates.
You pass judgment.
The Queen makes a wish. What servant of the realm would not strive to fulfill it? Will write to your father now?
Paris. I did not wish for this. What have I done but what was expected of me? Forever upholding the kingdom, the family, the law. Will you flout it all to do as you please?
Alicent, let her go!
Where is duty? Where is sacrifice? It's trampled under your pretty foot again. And now you take my son's pie. And to even that you feel entitled.
Exhausting, wasn't it? Hiding beneath the cloak of your own righteousness.
But now they see you as you are.
My part is here, whether I will or no. It's decided for me long ago.
When my mother died, people only ever spoke to me in riddles. All I wanted was for someone to say that they were sorry for what happened to me.
All my life, I have endeavoured to serve both my house and the realm. And somehow none of it matters. You're cast aside. Or hated.
Alicent Hightower, a true queen, counts the cost to her people. And yet you toil still in service to men. Your father, your husband, your son. You desire not to be free, but to make a window in the wall of your prison. Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne?
But we are one house, and long before that, we were friends.
You love me.